I'm half expecting Jordan Love to be fucking great.
No,
Like I am. I'm half expecting it.
I'd love to
I,
talk myself into that, but no,
I did not think that Aaron Rodgers would be what he was
you don't get three in a
coming
row.
coming from the bench. That what if they do?
You don't get three in a row.
I, they they
No,
might.
I'll burn Green Bay to the fucking ground.
They'll just waste 16. They'll get one ring and waste 16 years.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was going to cost us one ring. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna get more rings with Mahomes than they're gonna get out of once in a generation quarterbacks. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beyond Sports Unhinged.
Unhinged.
Yeah, it's unhinged this week, guys, because there's no Sam, as you guys know, from vacation, and there's no Tim. So it's just us, Sneaky and me. Yeah,
Typically at opposites.
yeah. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. We'll just dive right in. Dive on in. To NFL action.
No other sports this week.
Nothing else matters. So DeAndre Hopkins signed with the Titans.
Well,
What?
okay.
Yeah, so he gets 12 million base salary this season and up to 15. And then next season he has another year on there to
Yeah,
make like 16 million.
I saw his incentive targets. I don't think he's going to hit them.
Yeah.
I think he's got to hit 1,000 yards. I think he has to have 9 touchdowns and 95 receptions.
Yeah, I don't see maybe the yards. I could see maybe 1,000 yards because it's him and Trey Burks out
Yeah.
there, and we don't really know anything about Trey Burks.
Well, then you have to respect the run out there.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's Tannehill, I feel a little better about him finishing with maybe like 65 receptions where he somehow gets 1,000 yards.
Yeah, that's my other thing. Do we know who their quarterback is?
Yeah, I mean,
Do they know who their quarterback is?
yeah, and is their quarterback going to be the same week in, week out?
I'm hearing Malik Willis shit. I'm hearing Will Levis shit.
Yeah, I've heard Malik's looked improved,
Mm-hmm.
which he needed to. Yeah, I don't love it for.
And I don't think we're gonna hear his name called much this year.
Yeah, he prioritized securing his future. Can't argue with the guy for that.
Yeah.
I'm sure a Super Bowl ring does not sell for 12 to 15 million.
Fair.
So yeah,
But leverage that ring into a lot of money.
you could absolutely. I mean, you saw Juju leverage his into a 3-year pack
Yeah.
for 11 per. So I mean,
I think that contract's gonna look really bad next year.
yeah, I mean, Juju's had. I obviously I like Juju. He just won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs. I like the guy, but he's had a lot of head injuries. I think he's had like four concussions. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that much.
So that's something to worry about because dating back to Pittsburgh, I mean, he had to play against Vontaze Burfict.
Yeah, I mean Antonio Brown took the brunt of that, but
He did, but if you recall, the Juju's the one who got him with the shot back.
yeah.
That's when I was like, I like this fucking dude. Like,
Dude, people were up in arms about that too. I'm like, that dude had it coming.
yeah, he had his
Anybody had
teammates
it coming. Vontaze Burfict had it coming.
Yeah, Vontaze Burfict. I'm so glad he's out of the league. That's a dude I don't miss watching.
I don't think dudes like that would be able to play now.
No, I mean,
They would just be walking flags.
oh, that's what he was. I mean,
Yeah.
That was the thing. He tried to play like an old school, an old school player, but he wasn't that fucking good. He was
He
just,
was really just dirty.
yeah, he was just a dirty player. I mean, you're not Jonathan Vilma out here.
So does D Hop signing with the Titans move the needle for you at all on their win total?
I give him one more win, so I take him from like 6 to 7 wins.
I think it makes them a little like with D Hop. I think I would definitely favor them in their matchups against Houston and Indy.
Yeah, yeah. I
Now
mean, but
I'm still not picking them against Jacksonville.
I had him sweeping one of Indy and Houston and splitting with the other, and I think giving them one more win just means they sweep them both. I think they lose both to Jacksonville.
Yeah, I mean with AFC the way it is, I can't see them picking up a wild card spot.
Yeah. No, no. I mean, unless the AFC is just real shitty this year. I mean, the AFC East might eat itself, out of the wild card contention. Uh, but I still think one spot comes from there and at least one from the North.
It'd be pretty wild if everybody in the East went 3-3.
Yeah. Yeah, we get 3 wild cards now, so I'd say AFC West. The Chargers probably get the last wild card spot.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, them. If it's not them, then probably another AFC North team.
I mean,
Or
honestly,
East.
I think at least 2 are coming out of the East.
It's possible. I am not sold completely on Miami and New York.
In
I know you.
Miami, if Tua stays healthy, I really like Miami.
Yeah, I don't love their O line. They seem
I don't
to.
either, but that offense was fucking.
It was nasty.
It was
It was.
going, man.
I would have liked it a lot more if they. Because who'd they bring in at running back? Did they bring anybody in?
Oh, they got homeboy from Buffalo.
Singletary?
Yeah, yeah, Devin Singletary, I think.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't move the needle for me at
That was
all.
no, they got him like mid-season last year.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't
Oh, they
Singletary.
have because I know they had Mostert and Jeff Wilson. Who I
Mostert,
like.
Mostert.
Yeah, I like that combo, but I think that if they get Dalvin Cook, then I believe in Miami.
Yeah,
Dalvin Cook, it seems custom built for that offense. Like that
damn,
there
I
moves the
don't
needle.
think of that.
That almost locks them for me as maybe that puts me at thinking that they're the front runner of the division,
That make a lot of sense.
especially with Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard at corner. That's nasty.
Yeah, well, just with how fast that offense is.
Yeah, but I mean, if you got that back end of the defense, that's the part you want to lock up. Bet.
Yeah.
Shit, go outside Marcus Peters to play the slot or something. Woo!
Yeah, damn, that sounds really good.
Yeah. Come on, Miami, make these moves happen.
Oh, they're Baltimore.
Yeah. I'm shocked Marcus Peters is still available.
I think corner is another one of those positions that's going to have trouble getting paid.
Oh yeah, I mean you're a 30-year-old coming up 2 years removed from an ACL with a bad attitude.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Your pitch is not great.
well, the other thing is like everybody's playing dime coverage now, so you've got 6 DBs on the field at all time.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So they're kind of, they don't have to be top tier. They just cover a guy for 2 seconds.
yeah, I mean, just get in the guy's way for a little bit and stay in his own. But yeah,
All
so
right, so Joe Mixon is going to take a big pay cut to stay with the Bengals.
yeah, that
Well, what was he making?
too much.
He's going to make 4.5 a year for the next 2.
Yeah, he took 4.5 off
Oh, he took
per
4.5
year.
off.
Per year because he took 9 million out of the next 2 years.
Okay. Yeah, so he's making 4.5 over the next 2. So was he was a free agent?
No, he was under contract for 2 more years with them, but
He was just trying.
he wants to stay a part of the Bengals apparently.
Oh, they wanted to renegotiate.
Yeah. So because a lot of people thought he was a cut candidate quite a while. Kind of shocked that It didn't come to fruition, but apparently they had other plans. But didn't he didn't he doesn't move the needle for me. He finished what with 19 yards against us last year.
Yeah, no, he had like that one massive game.
Yeah,
Was that last year or the year before? Maybe the year
exactly.
before.
He's always been a good back, but not one that I fear. I think that they already lost Perrine.
Yeah, I mean he's a straight up 4 yards per carry average for his career.
Yeah,
I mean
it's just
it's only his career is only 2 years long, but he did have 13 touchdowns his rookie year.
who's that?
Joe Mixon.
He's been in the league more than 2 years.
Oh, you're right. I'm dumb.
No, it's probably they'll
Yeah.
only show like the last two for some reason on some
Now
of
there
those.
it is. Like it's just 4 yards a carry, which
Yeah.
I mean that's good. It's
Yeah,
not,
yeah. I mean,
but I feel that's the problem with running backs is you can get a 4 yards an average carry about out of just about anybody.
yeah. Because I think last year it was probably closer to 3.5 for him.
3.9.
Okay, so just right under. So it's not far off of his
Yeah.
average, but it
Yeah.
felt worse.
814 yards, 7 touchdowns. I think he
Yeah.
probably shouldn't have gotten paid, honestly. I hate
No,
to say
no,
that.
no. I mean, he was always paid on what he could become, I feel. And you just don't do that with running backs. You have to pay them for what they are, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
No, Bengals Twitter was hilarious on that signing. Like, they said we wouldn't be able to afford all of our stars. I'm like, nobody was talking about Joe Mixon, man.
no, nobody wanted Joe Mixon. They were like
We're
perfectly
talking about
fine
your
getting rid of
receivers
his
and
ass.
quarterback.
Yeah, they're like, we're fine getting rid of him to keep T. Higgins and Jamar Chase together. We don't give a fuck if it's him.
I guarantee either Jamar or T. Higgins is going to ask for guaranteed money.
Oh yeah.
Cincinnati's going to piss themselves because they don't give out guaranteed contracts.
No, Cincinnati's a notoriously cheap organization. Like that's why I keep being like, enjoy your success now because
Well, Jamar Chase is going to come want to be the highest paid receiver next year.
yeah, I mean, you're gonna pay T. Higgins whatever he wants this coming year, and then you're gonna have to pay
Oh, was
Chase
Jamar Chase
more.
the year after that?
Yeah, because they got Higgins and Burrow in the same year, but Burrow has the 5th-year option. Higgins will be a free agent after this year.
That's right. Yeah, that's after.
So, yeah, I don't envy their position.
That's crazy. They're going to have to work out a contract in the season.
Yeah, or they're just gonna have to shelve it until after
Because there's no way that, like,
he hits
I
the
mean, I
open
guess they
mark.
could do a tag and trade
Yeah,
or just tag him for a year until the Chase contract comes up.
yeah. I mean, if he doesn't get signed this year, I mean, he'll 100% get tagged. But the good thing with Chase for them is they can put his off another year behind that because they have his 5th-year option as well. So next year will be the year that they have to decide on his 5th-year option. They just pick that up and they bought themselves another year to negotiate to put that off.
Yeah.
So their best bet, I think, would be getting Burrow done now. You might have to tag Higgins and then sign and then negotiate and pick up the 5th year for Chase. And if it doesn't work out, you trade away fucking Higgins after you sign him to a contract. It's a shrewd move, but
Yeah, I mean, it's really going to all depend on what Chase is asking for. And
yeah, I mean, you have two guys that could argue they want to be top 10 contracts in the NFL for their position at the receiver.
I don't know if Higgins has quite the argument.
Higgins has some big fucking moments in the playoffs.
Maybe a top 10 contract.
Yeah. He's a fringe top 10 contract, especially if he doesn't play across from Chase.
Yeah. So Jamar Chase is going to set a new record for receiver contracts for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely blown by Tyreek and Adams.
Are he in? Do he? Uh, Jefferson will come up the same year, won't he? Justin Jefferson.
Yes.
Are they
No,
draft?
Jefferson should be before him. Because I want
Okay.
to say Jefferson was in the same draft as yes, he was in the same draft as Joe Burrow because Jalen Rieger and Jalen Hurts were in the same draft. Because we completely blew our first round pick, but hit a home run in the second.
Yeah, nailed that second one.
Hey, picks that matter, right?
Hmm.
The picks that matter, the
Yeah.
late round picks. Yeah, so
Maybe sad to watch Justin Jefferson have to take fucking passes from Kirk Cousins though. Like
yeah.
the dude has to put maximum effort in to catch these balls.
Imagine him catching passes from Jalen Hurts. God damn it. But he wouldn't have developed with Carson Wentz.
No.
He wouldn't be the same receiver. Or we'd still have Carson Wentz. Either way, I don't like it. But anyway, we can move on to a couple extensions that were signed. Neither of them were the one we were wanting.
Yeah, still waiting on that one.
Yeah, but I feel like one of them does probably help move the needle a little bit more with Quinnen Williams extending with the Jets.
Yeah, that one was probably getting a little scary for their fans.
Yeah. Do you know exactly the figures off the top of your head?
Quinn Williams, it's huge.
Yeah, I remember it was a big
Second highest paid for now.
highest for a rookie extension.
96 million.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's a 4 year.
Yeah, I mean, you would assume.
So yeah, 96, 66 guaranteed.
Jeez.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
DJ's gonna be expensive.
Yeah. Sucks that our two best players play the like two of the most expensive positions.
Yeah. But I think like isn't Aaron Donald making like 120 in his contract?
Something like that, yeah.
So let me see, because I remember it being a pretty big difference between Quinn Williams and Aaron Donald.
Yeah. But Jones will get significantly more than that. Yeah, but we also had Evan Ingram
Yeah.
with the Jags. He got what is it? 41.25 mil fully with 24 million fully guaranteed.
You said 4.25.
41.25 with 24 million guaranteed fully.
Damn.
Yeah, he had received the franchise tag, so they kind of had to negotiate against that.
Yeah, it's still the tight end. The tight end number isn't that high.
Yeah. No,
They're
it's
really
11.334 for tight ends on the franchise. Criminal, which is low. I mean, that's a steal for a player of what he provided him last year.
Yeah. I need to see what he actually did for them. That seems like a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. 3 years, 41. I thought you said 2 years, 20, 41. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I couldn't find the years.
It's
The
3 years.
24 million was fully guaranteed on it.
Yeah. Yeah, the tag number would have been 11.34.
Yep. I mean, last year he had 73 receptions for 766 with 4 tutties. But he was huge in that Chargers game with 11 targets and 7 catches for 93 yards
Yeah, massive. Yeah.
and a touchdown.
I mean, last year was his best year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
he was playing with the Giants before that. What are you going to do?
yeah. I mean, they had garbage at coach since fucking Coughlin retired from there.
What was Eli's last year?
Just a couple years ago. But he had
So
you know,
Eli would have been there in 2017.
I think so. But Eli was terrible at the end. After
Yeah.
Coughlin, he was not the Super Bowl guy.
No, I mean he was really never all that good.
No. He had two redonkulous seasons, postseason runs.
Yeah, that was the thing about those seasons. Is those seasons weren't ridiculous. They kind of scraped into the playoffs.
Yeah, they backed in, and the postseason happened, and Eli went redonk. Like that game against the Niners in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
That was fucking ridiculous. And I think the game before was against the Packers, and they were just awesome at those games, and I hate it. Hate it. And the fucking Tom Brady didn't cheat in those Super Bowls.
I'm sure they did.
Oh, not well. Not as well as they did against the Eagles and Spygate. Those sons of bitches.
Well, Belichick's not doing anything that well these days.
Yeah, it's like, dude, they punished them by taking away something they don't do well anyway. We're gonna take a draft pick. He can't draft for shit. He got Tom Brady, and
They
then he
used to be
goes,
able to.
eh.
He used to just cycle through dudes.
He would pick up guys that had like
Guys,
like
guys
Corey
that,
Dillon's,
yeah.
who had been in there for a while, but teams had like started to give
Randy
up on
Moss.
him.
People who've been given up on.
Yeah. That's really where he made his money. Yeah, that's kind of now what we do.
Yeah.
I-
So
I
man,
like
that really I'm thinking too much about how much money that we're about to give Chris Jones and not thinking about it in cap terms. Because like
Yeah.
it's going to be really good for us in the cap. It's going to create about 15 million in space.
Yeah.
It's just going to, man, in a few years, it's going to make everything expensive.
Yeah. What do you do with
we get this extension done. We have 7 million in dead cap this year. Next year we have 0, and the year after that we have 0.
that's good, yeah.
We're like after this year, we're going to be in really good spots with the cap.
But like what do you think they would do with that cap this season? Like would you
If we had a little extra money right
yeah,
now,
yeah. Because obviously now the
I
big
mean,
move's gone.
obviously like everybody wanted to go receiver. I'm really like pretty happy we didn't. I was just like whatever with DeAndre. Like
Yeah.
if we get him, great. I'd like to not pay a bunch of money for it.
Seeing
But
what
if
he
we
got
don't, even better, because I'm very interested in developing the wide receivers that we have.
yeah.
And I think it's already going to be a situation where we're already talking about how can we fit a 7th receiver in, because apparently the Justin Ross hype is real.
Yeah, dude, I've heard nothing negative about Justin Ross, and I'm all for it, dude.
Well, and like all the Chiefs insiders I watch and everything are like, they're not hyping him, but they're all like, we've got to find a way to make him a 7th receiver. Like we're gonna have to cut somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hard with Justin Ross because he's not a special teamer.
No, you don't want to put him at risk.
Yeah. So he would have to, like, that would mean like Richie James not getting on the field, or the guy we just drafted,
Oh, Rice.
Key Rice. Yeah. So I think that would stick them into another year of development,
Yeah.
probably on practice squad. But if we take 7 receivers, then we've got to give up one of those tight ends.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
We've got to
Tight
give
end.
up some of our O-line depth. Like some will have to give somewhere.
Yeah, because the running back room is not that deep anyway. You think maybe 3 anyway.
No, I think we're gonna have 4. Deneric Prince is definitely making the roster.
Okay.
But what was the original question?
Oh, what would we do with that extra money?
With that extra, yeah. Right now, I mean, there's nobody just out there sitting around.
Yeah. I mean,
It would have to be a trade situation.
yeah,
So I mean, I think just about anybody's on the table, but for, you know, 15 or so $1 million, I'm not sure.
yeah,
I'd kind of rather just have that money sitting around in case of emergency.
yeah. You have somebody get hurt and then make a move, but
But yeah, I mean, like honestly, there's really no like super big weaknesses I see on our team.
oh, it's hard to find them after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, not that we would fill right now. I think we could still improve at our tackle positions, but we
Yeah,
just bought those guys. We're not going
yeah. I mean,
to.
I think that there's out of what there was available, we didn't do bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's our D line's depth is solid. Like our D line depth is probably some of the best it's been since, we're talking like Justin Houston, Tom Ali days.
Yeah, and I like our linebacking core,
Our linebacking core is really good too.
and
Drew
I think
Tranquill's going to solve a lot of problems.
fucking Leo Chanel's going to be better this year too.
Yeah, that's the thing. We had all those rookies last year
Yeah,
play the most snaps that any rookies did in the NFL, and we won a fucking Super Bowl.
yeah, and now they're going to
Those
be
guys are just they are only going to be better this year.
yeah.
So
And I think that's going to help in the secondary. They're going to be better. They're going to have more experience.
so yeah, I mean honestly, the only place it would even make sense to spend that money is that receiver.
Yeah.
And that's only based on what we think we know.
Yeah, because last year, I mean,
Like Tony and Sky Moore could come out
yeah,
on fire.
and Rasheed Rice, I mean,
Yeah.
and Justin Ross. Like, I would love for those guys to be the guys, the top four, and like the Richie James has to fight for the roster spot. That would, in my eyes, mean that we succeeded.
Yeah, I think Richie James is going to be like kind of at the bottom because he is a proven special teams guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
And
mean
I mean,
he'll be dressing in games for sure.
and also one of the things with him is his numbers are inflated by being look at who the fucking Giants had last year at receiver. Besides him,
Yeah.
they had nobody out there to run out there. We got a young, deep group, I think.
Yeah, and honestly, if there was one guy I was like, if we were only going to carry six, I would probably, depending on what Ross looks like, I think Justin Watson would probably be the first one to get chopped.
Yeah, I would.
He'd be the cheapest.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, he had some nice moments last year. Not taking
He
away
did.
from what
I
he
mean,
did.
he can line up in any position.
Yeah, he's a great special teamer. That's where I think he has an edge.
It's just how special do we think Justin Ross is?
Yeah,
But
and I think they could think highly of him.
yeah, I mean, I'm going to be sore if he goes back to the practice squad and gets signed off of it.
Yeah, I think that because you get an opportunity to match that by bringing him up to your active roster. So I think that that's one that the Chiefs might be like, no, that's not fucking happening.
I mean, maybe, but then you got to send somebody back down and risk them getting signed away.
Make it be Clyde. Take him instead.
I mean, we could cut Clyde.
I think he's definitely they're looking to trade his ass. You're gonna see him, or he could be a Josh Jacobs type of guy this year. Like he's coming into what this is year 4 for him.
He was a first round pick.
Yeah, so this is, but we're not going to pick up that 5th-year option. We did not pick up his 5th-year option.
No.
So yeah, I think this is his final year as a Chief. He could go out there and Josh Jacobs that bitch.
He could.
That's typically when you're going to see it from a running back. That's why I'm not sold on Josh Jacobs hype.
I just don't think Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to get the amount of touches needed to do that either.
He's probably not. I'm going to agree with you on that. But I think that this will be his most productive per touch season. Because it's got to be for him, or else he's not going to get another team, probably.
That's man, running backs are in kind of a wild position because you just saw all these dudes not get paid.
Dude, so many dudes.
Like if I'm Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I might be feeling like it doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah, absolutely. The fucked position.
Yeah. So I think Bijan Robinson is super smart because he can. I mean, it's not smart; it's athletic gifts, but he was smart. He was smart enough to train it and how to run routes too. I've been seeing a lot of him at a training camp, and dude, he's
Yeah, he's gonna be nice.
he's going to be something this year. I think
Yeah,
if he stays healthy.
yeah. It just sucks watching that position. Like Jamal Williams last year had a great year for the Lions, and they let him go.
Yeah, right. All his touchdowns were like everything he got was like goal line.
He had a big
Kind
year.
of inflated numbers.
I want to say because I mean Swift was hurt most of the year, so
What do you have in yards?
that's what I'm going there. Sorry, he had 1,066 rushing yards, a 4.1 average, 17 touchdowns, a long of 58, 12 receptions for 73 yards.
It's not really a receiving threat.
No, no. He fills his role, but he had that's a good 262 on the touches.
Yeah, he just got all of their red zone touchdowns.
Yeah,
17 fucking touchdowns. Well, that's nutty.
that is. I wish they showed like touchdown average yards for him on there.
Yeah.
On ESPN, so we know that they're not that sophisticated on their stats on the website, mobile one anyway. Yeah, that was easily his career year. First time he's had over 153 touches in a season.
So, yeah, I can understand him not getting paid.
I like Jamal. He's a weird dude.
Yeah, no, he's weird for sure.
And he was productive for him. That's why I was like shocked that he didn't get retained. He kind of fit what Detroit was, you know.
Yeah, nobody's gonna pay him.
Yeah. He's on the Saints. He got picked up fairly quick.
I'm
But
starting to think the NFC South is going to be better than people think.
we talked a little bit about it beforehand, but I was seeing a report that if the Patriots aren't good this year, Billy B might be on the hot seat.
Man, that's a. There's gonna be so many fun Schadenfreude storylines to watch this year.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's one of them for sure.
Because you know we did our coaches on a hot seat earlier. Just our picks, you know, like, and who are we? But not one of us put Bill Belichick.
No, because I mean, even saying it right now sounds kind of dumb.
Yeah,
Like I can see it if the season goes awry, but it's just one of those things that I've got to see it to believe it.
I agree. I agree. That's why I was like, when I saw the that tweet, I was like, what?
But
Billy
I
B?
also like don't overlook DeAndre choosing the Titans over the Patriots. Like
Yeah.
that's a big deal. That's kind of signaling that he thinks the Titans are in a better position to win. He thinks they're a more stable organization.
Yeah.
That's just a wild time for the Patriots.
It is how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah,
And I love it. Fuck them.
that's why I savor every minute of what we have right now. Savor it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it's not going to last forever.
No, I mean we're not gonna get another Mahomes right after Mahomes.
No.
I know some teams do that, but that's not gonna happen for us.
No, no. We're not going to be the Packers.
Yeah, I mean I'm gonna feel fortunate if I get a whole career.
Yeah. And I'm honestly over here and I'm half expecting Jordan Love to be fucking great.
No.
Like, I am. I'm half expecting it.
I'd love to
I,
talk myself into that, but no.
I did not think that Aaron Rodgers would be what he was
You don't get three in a
coming
row.
coming from the bench. That what if they do?
You don't get three in a row.
I they, they
No,
might.
I'll burn Green Bay to the fucking ground.
They'll just waste 16. They'll get one ring and waste 16 years.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was going to cost us one ring. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna get more rings with Mahomes than they're gonna get out of three once in a generation quarterbacks.
Yeah. I mean, we've already equaled it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm just saying I think that the Chiefs will get to 4. And I think that that's me shooting for the sky, like 4 is hard to get. And I think that they could exceed that with as long as you got Andy Reid and Mahomes
Yeah.
together. I think they could exceed that. It just depended on how long Andy Reid decides to keep it going, because I think he's got a while, but I would never be shocked.
First team to three-peat sounds really good.
It does. It really fucking does.
At the end of that three-peat, fucking Kelsey and Andy go out into the sunset. It'd be gorgeous.
Yeah, and then you hire Eric Bieniemy away from Washington as your head coach.
I don't know. I think if anybody, that's gonna be Nagy.
No.
I don't know if I want to make this prediction, but I have a really strong feeling that Patrick Mahomes is going to try and become the first player coach. Seriously, like he's the everything I've heard this offseason about how involved he is.
Yeah.
Not just in like designing plays, but also with personnel, like the people they bring in. Like he's trying to have that level of involvement right now.
That's wild.
I think yeah, at the end of his it'd be towards the end of his career, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a chance he could be the first player coach. That'd be some wild shit.
Yeah, dude, that'd be insane. I don't know if I'd go that far, but that'd be crazy. I think that they'll definitely let him be maybe like an offensive coordinator.
Listen, like if yeah,
Like I totally could see him being a coach.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the situation it was in Indianapolis with Peyton Manning.
Oh
Like,
yeah, and Tom.
you have an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, it was like that in New England with Tom Brady. Yeah, we have an OC. Josh McDaniels is great. He's so smart. He's a fucking whiz kid. Hire him. Bill O'Brien is a fucking genius. He's so smart. Charlie Weiss, he's so smart. You should hire him. Make him your head coach. Seeing a trend. Those are all offensive coordinators for New England with Tom Brady that got failed as head coaches.
Was Charlie Weiss a head coach?
Yeah.
I know he was
Not professional. He was at
Kansas.
Kansas and Notre Dame.
Yeah.
He went from Notre Dame to Kansas City as the OC and then KU as the head coach. I want to say that's how his path went.
I thought we had a pretty good offense while Charlie Weiss was a
Absolutely. Absolutely. He was a pretty good OC here. He deserved the KU job. The Notre Dame job, he did not.
Yeah, he could have just waited,
Yeah.
It just seemed like he already had a foot out the door when he got here.
Todd Haley.
That'll do it. That will do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bill Belichick on the hot seat, absolutely.
Yeah. Especially if they get off to a slow start.
Yeah, if they had gotten DeAndre, I'd have been like, okay, they probably might still be competitive in the division.
Yeah.
No. I think they might be in last place in the division by two games. Man, I don't know. I kind of want to. It's gonna sound weird. I kind of want to lose the division this year because I don't feel anything for our division rivals now. I feel nothing.
I don't either. But
The Bengals move the needle for me, and the Bills a little bit, but even they're kind of fading. But
here's my thing. Like, I totally see where you're at.
you
I
see,
get that feeling.
it's just like
Our division feels easy, but
you're gonna get
I've
excited about.
always I've always wanted a conference rival more than a division rival, you know? Like we were always that team, like the Colts were always kind of like a de facto rival to us because they beat us. Same with the Steelers because they beat us. But now it feels like we're the one that beats them, you know, like when it matters most. You know, because we beat with Alex Smith, we could beat the Patriots. We beat Tom Brady so bad that they benched him. Dude, like in the middle of the season, they benched Tom Brady because he got his ass beat so bad by Alex Smith.
Yeah.
And what did they do to us in the playoffs? Beat us. That same year. I mean, I like being the team that gives them the false hope and then takes it away in the playoffs. I get what you're at because it feels like our division games don't matter. Because it's like,
Yeah, the level of excitement isn't there for me.
yeah, but it's nice to have 6 games a year where I'm like,
Maybe not lose the division, but maybe if
and,
like the Broncos and Chargers could pick one up this year.
and I do kind of the Chargers we always beat, but it's always a 3-point game. It goes to overtime a lot. They
Yeah,
make us sweat.
they're always good games.
Yeah, they give us really good football games. So I think, yeah, I could see them easily beating us winning one against us this year. I wouldn't count out Denver beating us once this year. They played us well twice last year.
Yeah.
Um,
They have a good defense.
yeah, they have a very good defense. They did lose a lot of pieces, but it's telling that they're all still available. You know, like if they really wanted them, I think they could have them. Yeah, I think Vegas is gonna suck.
Yeah.
They're gonna be shitty. Denver is gonna be just above shitty, but they're gonna play us tough.
Well, see, that's something to be excited about this year. Is we get to fucking stomp Jimmy G twice.
No, he'll probably be hurt the second matchup.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I think both of our Raiders games are at the end of the year.
Oh, we won't see him once.
Yeah.
Jarrett Stidham. No, they don't have him anymore.
Oh, Stidham went to
Brian Hoyer.
Weird.
We beat him when we weren't that good.
What? Josh Jacobs play quarterback.
We saw how well that went for the 49ers last year in the NFC title game. But yeah, that leads us to our question of the week.
Oh, I still don't have a question.
Well, we have the one that we kind of came up with. What team do you want to see if they do an end season Hard Knocks this year?
Oh, yeah. I would say like I'd kind of like to see the Bills because I think mid-season they're going to be in trouble. Like, yeah, this is all based on like I want to see teams panicking.
I get it. Totally get it.
The Patriots will never let it happen.
No, they wouldn't.
And even if it did, you'd never see anything.
No. It would be the biggest waste of fucking time on earth. More so than Hard Knocks normally is.
All right, hell, why not us?
That'd be tight.
Bring the cameras back in. Watch us win the Super Bowl again.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't think there's any like outside of like the Jets. There's nobody I was dying to see on Hard Knocks this year. I don't think.
Kind of like going along with your Bills theme, Titans.
Yeah.
Talk about an implosion coming. That'd be fun. Maybe
I don't know if Titans fans even think they're going to be good.
Now they do. Now that they got D-Hop, they do.
I guess.
That's what I saw on Twitter.
I don't think they're excited about their quarterback position at all.
They Yeah, it shouldn't be. Another fun one would be like the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Um, don't give us the Atlanta Falcons. Don't you fucking do it. That's gonna be boring.
Don't you dare go to the NFC South. Jacksonville could be fun.
Yep.
Like a young team on the rise would be fun.
Yeah, I like that. Like them. Miami would be funny. Tyreek Hill and fucking
Gonna give you sound bites.
yeah. Or he'll at least annoy the shit out of everybody.
Oh my god, if we could see a few minutes of Tyreek versus Jalen at practice. Please.
Dude, I would love to see those that position battle both ways.
I think we're gonna get some film here in a couple weeks.
Tyreek on Jalen, Xavier against Waddle.
Oh yeah, those practices are gonna be crazy.
They're gonna be fucking tight. So yeah, that's gonna be my official pick is the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, I like it.
So
I like it. I'm gonna stick with Jacksonville.
I love that pick too. I love it. Get to see Doug Peterson up close with Trevor Lawrence. I think it'll be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Reintegrating Calvin Ridley into the NFL.
Fuck, man. That team could be really goddamn good.
Dude, that team could be really fucking good because I think they got
forgot about Calvin Ridley.
because Zay Jones played well for him last year. Christian Kirk at receiver. They got a nice receiver room.
That soft ass schedule.
Evan Ingram at tight end. Travis Etienne at running back. Trevor Lawrence. Offensive line had Cam Robinson got suspended, but he'll return, not for gambling. So it's only like 4 games. Yeah, dude. Sneaky, I think we did it.
We did a 2-man show.
2-man show, but we did it. We pretty much did not stay on target at all.
No.
We hit the points we laid out, but we got some extra content.
Oh, that's a bonus. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We only had like 5 minutes of me blurring.
Yeah, I mean, it sucked that it was the last 5.
Yeah.
But we persevered through it. I say thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Check out some of the clips that we have on our YouTube page. You might find something you like. What's that?
The NFL is officially back.